creatures that can grow back their own brains to deep-sea monsters straight out of nightmares, some animals seem too strange to be real. How did nature create these bizarre beings? Let's take a look at some of the weirdest, most unbelievable creatures that make us question how they even exist. Axolotl, a salamander that never grows up, that's the axolotl. Unlike other amphibians, it never turns into an adult, staying in its baby-like form for life. With fluffy gills on its head and a wide, goofy smile, it looks like a cartoon character. But what's truly amazing? It can regrow entire body parts, including its limbs, heart, and even parts of its brain. Scientists study it to understand how humans might one day heal the same way. But if you think an animal that refuses to grow up is odd, wait until you meet a shark with a jaw that shoots forward like something from a horror movie. Goblin shark. Imagine a shark lurking deep in the ocean, waiting to strike. Instead of simply biting, it launches its entire jaw forward to grab prey, like a monster from Alien. That's the goblin shark. It has a long, strange-looking snout packed with sensors that help it detect movement in complete darkness. It may look like a deep-sea nightmare, but it's actually a living fossil, unchanged for more than 125 million years. Now, let's go even smaller, down to a creature that could outlive every disaster known to man, even the end of the world. Tardigrade. This microscopic animal, also called the water bear, is practically indestructible. It can survive extreme heat, freezing cold, radiation, total dehydration, and even the vacuum of space. If Earth were destroyed tomorrow, these tiny eight-legged creatures would probably survive. Scientists have put them through the most extreme tests, and they always bounce back like nothing happened. Some even wonder, could they have come from space in the first place? Now, let's switch from the tiny to the totally bizarre. An antelope that looks like it came from another planet. Saiga antelope. If someone designed an alien creature, they might come up with something like the saiga. This antelope has a huge bloated nose that looks completely unnatural. But this weird nose has a purpose. It filters out dust and warms up cold air before it reaches the animal's lungs. Native to Central Asia, the saiga is now critically endangered due to poaching and habitat loss. It may look strange, but it plays an important role in its environment. But if you think the saiga looks odd, wait until you see a primate that locals believe is cursed. Aye. Some animals just look scary, and the aye is one of them. This small primate from Madagascar has glowing eyes, huge ears, and a long, bony middle finger that it uses to find insects inside trees. Unfortunately, because of its creepy look, locals believe it brings bad luck, and many are killed on sight. But in reality, it's just a harmless lemur trying to eat its dinner. If a scary primate wasn't weird enough, let's go underwater and meet a sea slug that steals venom from jellyfish. Blue dragon. It may be tiny, but don't let its size fool you. This sea slug is deadly. The blue dragon floats on the ocean's surface, feeding on venomous jellyfish. Instead of getting poisoned, it steals the venom and stores it in its body, making it even more dangerous. If touched, it delivers a sting worse than the jellyfish it eats. It may look beautiful, but this is one creature you definitely don't want to touch. Now let's dive even deeper, where a giant crab with spider-like legs crawls along the ocean floor. Japanese spider crab spiders are scary enough, but imagine one 12 feet across. The Japanese spider crab is the world's largest crab, with long, spindly legs that look like something from a horror movie. Despite its creepy appearance, it's actually a gentle giant, slowly moving along the ocean floor and cleaning up debris. It can live for over 100 years, making it one of the longest living sea creatures. But not all nightmare creatures live in the ocean. Some of them dig underground with faces that look like something out of a sci-fi movie. Star-nosed mole. This mole looks like it escaped from an experiment gone wrong. Instead of a normal nose, it has a fleshy, star-shaped organ covered in tiny tentacle-like feelers. While it may look terrifying, this strange nose is actually the most sensitive touch organ in the animal kingdom, helping the mole find prey in total darkness within milliseconds. It lives underground in muddy areas, where its weird face helps it navigate like a pro. But if you think evolution went crazy with this creature, wait until you hear about a rodent that barely ages and can't feel pain. Naked mole rat. Most rodents don't live long, but the naked mole rat doesn't age the way other animals do and can live for over 30 years. It's nearly blind, immune to cancer, and can survive 20 minutes without oxygen. Even stranger? It lives in underground tunnels like ants, ruled by a single queen. Its wrinkly, hairless body might not be the prettiest, but it's one of nature's most impressive survivors. But deep in the ocean, near boiling hot vents, there's a creature that looks like it came from another world. Yeti crab. This deep-sea crustacean looks like a fuzzy monster. With long, hairy arms covered in bacteria that help detoxify its environment, it thrives in volcanic waters over 700 degrees Fahrenheit. Found nearly 7,500 feet below the surface, it was only discovered in 2005, proving that the ocean still hides creatures we've never seen before. Even scientists don't fully understand how it survives in such extreme heat. Some animals seem like they were designed by someone who didn't follow the rules of nature. Others have evolved in ways that make no sense at all. Whether they live deep underwater, hidden underground, or are too small to see, these creatures prove one thing: nature has no limits. Which of these creatures shocked you the most? Let us know.